Good morning, my good people, once again. Thank you for tuning in. The light is not so great, eh? Um, yeah, I'm back home. Um, for those who know that I was in hospital the past week for a hysterectomy. Um, I was discharged yesterday. I did promise that I am going to make a follow up, basically make follow up videos regarding the procedure and how it would possibly affect one's spirituality. I said this is something I'd like to explore as a person that has gone through the process, you understand, and not talk based on hearsay, you understand, because um, um, we hear a lot of stories about how Idlozi, resides in the uterus, ne? On the womb, in the womb, we understand, and how it is not advisable for someone who is spiritual, who is a sangoma, who is igqirha, to remove their womb, ne? So I said I am going to explore this as someone that, due to medical reasons, I have had, to succumb to having my womb removed. Um, but I don't want us to, be serious about this subject. Rather, I want maybe to treat this as a story time. Yeah, maybe a story time. Um, uh, Maybe it would be better that way. Sorry about that. Why a story time? Because, like I said in the last video, that I did whilst in hospital, something quite interesting happened. Um, I'm not sure if interesting is the correct word because when it happened, it was quite scary. In my previous videos, I'm talking about umndau and how it manifests, how umndau manifests itself in a person. I did mention at some point that um, some of us who have idlozi, we understand. And I'm sorry, I will continue using idlozi, even though I know amaXhosa, they they just don't understand when umXhosa refers to isihlwele as idlozi. You understand? Like I've said before, I grew up Zulu. I grew up speaking Zulu and learning Zulu in school, so it's okay for me to interchange words as and when I please, as long as I know that you understand what I'm going on about. So I did say idlozi liyaphakama, you understand, in a person who is entered by idlozi lomndau, ne, lomnguni nomndau. Where now we will hear voices, you understand, a different voice from my voice, maybe even a man's voice would come out, to say things, and it would be evident to everyone that this is not me talking, it's rather a spirit talking. um it has happened before, and I think one of my videos I did mention how it happened, how it happened the first time. And once now I went through intwaso yomnguni nomndau. Lelo dlozi lelo is supposed to subside, um because linyangiwe, you understand, you are able to control it, you are able to feel it when it comes through, depending on whether you want it to come through or not, you know what to do. But there are situations when you can't even control it, you understand, because how it comes out usually is those um comes out under trauma. When you experience trauma, um it's either trauma or severe happiness. You understand? When you're too excited and when you undergo, too much trauma, idlozi liyathanda ukudabuka under those circumstances. Now, fast forward to my experience when lidabuka in theater. I was on the table, you understand, with doctors around me. Kudabuka idlozi. And this is me being honest. I did not expect it. I was shocked myself. I was confused myself, and it was quite hectic. Let me tell you how it happened. Ne? So I went to Makiwane. I was admitted on Friday. Spent the weekend there. For my op to happen on Monday. This past Monday. The nurses prepare me to go to theater. Um, Nice environment, a beautiful institution. We understand they have, they are taking good care of that facility. It's beautiful, it's clean. The staff, I can't, maybe this is me doing a shout out. Um, um, I've heard of conditions in public hospitals and bad conditions, um, how patients are treated or ill treated by professional staff. This is not the case with me. I experienced something totally different from what I would normally hear. And remember, I'm coming from a background of having a medical aid. You understand? That would then fund my admissions in different hospitals in my previous life. That is, I no longer have a medical aid now because I am self-employed and I can't afford it yet. So I just felt, you know what, the public health system is there for people like me, to access it. So let me not, even think twice about it. And I went through the public health system because I started at the clinic, which then they referred me to the main hospital, Makiwane Hospital. Yeah, I got there. I was well received. In fact, I had two consultations there before I was admitted last Friday. I would go in for a day, for investigation and all of that. And all those occasions, I really have no complaints. You understand? From the help desk, my experience with the gynae department in Makiwane, I'm quite impressed, and I take my hat off. You understand? From the help desk up until theater, which I think, from stories we hear, I think it's commendable. So I was admitted, um, and I was nonchalant about it. Didn't think any, thing of this operation. I didn't even realize that it is counted amongst major surgeries. I thought it was just a minor surgery. So hence I was nonchalant about it. I wasn't even worried. You understand? I had over the weekend I was working in my bed. I created content in bed. I was consulting. You understand? Because at some point I had privacy, like I was the only one in the ward, so I could continue with my work. And the staff had no problem with, you understand, they would make sure that I am as comfortable as possible, you understand, and they would say, you know what, we are all about paying bills and being able to pay bills. So if you feel you can work whilst you're here. Go ahead and work. And, they would make me tea, offer me this and that. You understand? Make sure that I'm comfortable. Hence, I say, really, even in a private hospital, I have never received that kind of treatment. But anyway, that's not where we are. Now, fast forward to Monday. Monday, I'm prepared, taken to theatre, wheeled around, got into theatre. Oh, it's a huge team. I didn't expect that, but oh well. And they explained to me it's a major operation. I'm like, oh, okay. The anesthetist, he's the only one I have a problem with. Whilst everyone introduced themselves, told me what they're going to do, how it could make me feel and, affect me or whatever, whatever, whatever. He never even told me his name, but we're not about him. The doctor responsible for the surgery, Dr. Mbeu, I think the Eastern Cape is blessed to have such doctors. You understand? She is, I think, one of the best. And I think from now onwards, for any gynecological problem, she is the person I'm going to continue consulting, and I'm going to refer, other people to, my clients even, because I think she's very thorough, she's very patient, very passionate about people. Her interpersonal skills are, commendable. Um, Calming even, and she's pretty as well. Umhle usisi, uyeva? Down to earth. So, all of that had a calming effect on me. So I was not, and I was not feeling, scared or anything. So now I'm on the table. The anesthetist is doing his work. And I'm still expecting okay, further things are still going to happen. The next thing I realize, I am in great pain. Great pain. I thought I was dying. I was sure I was dying. All of a Sunday, everyone is on top of me. You understand? Voices are loud. Um, go get that. Quick, do this, do that. I could see, like, from watching movies, I could see there's a problem here. You understand? And at that point, I didn't realize that actually the op had been done already. Apparently, when I quickly went I just slept or whatever, died, whatever you call it. And that's when they did it. When I woke up, I didn't realize that time had lapsed, and they have done the things they were supposed to do. And I'm like, what is going on? It felt like I was in a movie myself. You understand? And I wasn't sure whether I'm alive or not. I'm like, and some of the people I didn't even get to meet before they're up. I'm seeing them for the first time, and I'm like, who are all these people? I could only recognize my surgeon and the anesthetist, ne? and the sister in the ward. And I'm like thinking, maybe I'm dead. But then I'm thinking, if I'm thinking I'm dead, I'm probably not dead. If I'm still thinking. Apparently, my BP, I'm a hypertension patient. I take treatment for high blood pressure. So apparently it was going down. And at some point, I'm not sure if I heard well, but they mentioned the 20. And I felt a tear coming from one side of, from one of my eyes. The only person I could think of was my youngest daughter, my 11-year-old. I was like, Pamela, who is going to take care of her? And I could feel a tear. I was sure I was dying. The pain. I was like, the pain. Kubuhlungu. 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 Nindenze ntoni? Nindenze. I can't even laugh. Even now, it's painful when I laugh. I have to hold my tummy. Because when I laugh, the tummy shakes. I must hold it. Inteshe sana ingxaki. Anyway, I'm like, Nindenze ntoni, what have you done to me? Why am I feeling so much pain? I need to pee. I need to pee. They're like, feel free to pee. I'm like, I'm going to wet this bed. They're like, no, you have a catheter on. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Like, literally, what the fuck is that? I could not remember what a catheter is. And then, during the whole commotion, I I lost it. Next thing, remember I did say in my previous video that when you are losing, basically you are under trance. You understand? You are probably 50% yourself and 50% spirit. So your spirit has woken up. One of your spirits, or all of them, have woken up, and there's still a part of you that is, quite conscious, so you can see and you can hear what you're saying. So I'm going on, hey, 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 yo, hey, yeah, hey, hey, yo, hey, hey, yo. I don't know what I was saying, but apparently, there's a Zimbabwean doctor who was part of the team. He says some of the things I was saying were in the Ndebele language. I don't even know how to speak Ndebele. But he was saying, because I heard him interpret, he was like, she is saying, like, Ninglimazelani. You understand? But it's a man talking. So he was explaining to them that no, it's not her. She's probably a spiritual person. So one of her spirits have been evoked. So yeah, that's what went down. And another the sister in charge said, what did she say? She said, "Camakwe yini bantu abadala, sesigqibile, kugqityiwe." And then I felt a calmness, that just came over me. I felt calm. When she said that, I was like, hey, hey, siyabonga, sesiyabonga. Guys. Yo, and then, they were trying by all means to bring back up my blood pressure. And it was coming all right, apparently. Because at some point, they were even considering taking me to ICU. So that's how serious it got. Now, I realize, Uchi, remember, when you are being cut, that's trauma on your body. Remember, I said we are going to investigate how a hysterectomy could affect your spirituality. So I think at that point, my body felt, traumatized. You understand? And then remember, it's under anesthesia. We understand? So it's already under trance. We understand? Now there's a competition for, my spirit, spirit to wake up, and me, myself, Kanya, having to wake up because now they are done. They are trying to bring me back. You understand? As Kanya. So there is Kanya and then there is Spirit. Both of us are trying to wake up at the same time. That was tricky. That was tricky. And then at some point, I had everyone going like, "Whoo, ah, I think she's back." Everyone's like, "Yeah, looks like she's back." I'm like, "Back from where?" And then we started conversing, but the pain was just too much, and I was wheeled back to the ward, and they gave me morphine to calm the pain. And I think I slept for a few hours after that. And then I woke up remembering the Idlozi experience. And Dr. Mbeu came around before she could go home. She came and she came through and she was like, "Yo, baby, you scared us." She was like, "I have never seen anything like that in my life. But yeah, the fact that you are here now with us is, it's tremendous." That's my experience, you guys. So what I'm trying to say is, umuntu wedlozi, I think, must always know ukuthi. Because I think, I don't know if because I did pasha, but I think it was not enough. You understand? I did it just in passing. I did not, go deep and talk to my people. You understand? Explain to them what was going to happen to me. I just reported, um, I think reported from, how do I put it? It felt like a duty. I was just, you know, ugqithisa usana kunina, I think, you understand, which I think is wrong for a person, umuntu womoya, you understand, because now the doctors are professionals in their own, right, you understand. They know nothing about amadlozi, you understand, and I think this, for me, this was a warning ukuthi one must not take for granted. Everyone must play their role, you understand. It was my role to inform my people ukuthi this is what is going to be done to me, you understand, and please accept and be with me, you understand. I'm not sure if that would have helped, but I suspect it would have, but it's over now, it's done, I'm back home. Yeah, Lavuka Idlozi sana. And um they even got to get his name, which I think is quite, because idlozi lami lomndawo alivuki njalo, kujwayele ukuvuka umnguni. Idlozi lami lomndawo unjongo wembirimbiri. So um the nurses xa bendlalisa after that, they would be like, "Uphi umberimbiri, mberimbiri." Oh, men and women of God, you must take care of yourselves, take care of your spirit. And it's not a laughing matter, but I'm sure by now I'm just a person that laughs at anything and everything. I don't like taking things seriously. That's just me. But at the time it was happening, it was quite hectic. I think let's end it here. I just wanted to update you. I'm gonna come. I think because I'm going to be recuperating. I'm not supposed to be doing, hard work and, moving around a lot. So I'm in bed most of the times. So this is the time, I think, to connect with you guys, do more educational videos on spirituality, ubugqirha, ubungoma, and all of that. So I think during this time we are going to connect. And they say it takes about 4 to 6 weeks to recover from such an operation, and it's not easy. I can feel it right now. I need to lie down after having laughed so much. Yeah, that's it for now, guys. I'd appreciate your comments. I'd appreciate your likes. Those that have not subscribed, please continue to subscribe, and thank you very much for your support. Ciao. Bye.